button. What's on the menu tonight, buddy?
I got no idea.
I tell you what, I watched a training I watched a training this morning that I did last night for you guys, and two things. It actually wasn't too bad, but I have to apologise. I must have been either very tired or had a lot of chocolate because I swore a little bit too much.
It was perfect. I just said to our leaders, like, so am I allowed to swear again? Because I got in trouble from Brian's team because, a lot of them, they don't like swearing because we used to swear.
I came upstairs and
everyone laughed, and I'm like, does this mean I can swear again or what?
Karina doesn't normally listen to me speak or teach, and afterwards she went, wow, you were really on. I said, well, I'm really excited about the vision and what the business can be. So
everyone needed the shape up. It was
perfect.
Good.
It's good.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was amazing. Delivered really well. And
I've actually had so many messages in the last 24 hours from just different people saying, I needed that. I needed the wake up call. And hopefully they get in action after it, but they're all saying they're re-inspired.
Yeah. And now I can say it once or twice now and say, well, it's nothing compared to Scott.
Anyway. All right, let's go. Let's go with questions and comments.
Well, yeah, let's do Q&A because I think, the purpose of this call really is to have you guys have a home where you guys can come and do that. But before we do that, you guys have got like the rock star of all rock stars when it comes to new customers. I'm not sure we had her share last week, but Kath, I'd love for you to share, and not so much your customers, because I think you shared last week. Like, if you guys don't know, Kathy, certainly, I think she'd be the first to admit she didn't get off to a flying start because she really just took the time to have a look in, get comfortable and do that. So if you guys haven't got off to a flying start and you're thinking, I suck and I can't do this and all that, I think Kathy's a testament that you don't have to get off to a flying start to find your feet and really go for it. But if you guys don't know, Kathy has got, and not that I'd encourage you guys to go do this, but Kathy's got at least 70 of her own customers. 70. 70. It's crazy. But what I've loved even in the last 30 days is Kathy's been able to channel that energy, that action, and now she's doing the same when it comes to team. And so, Kath, I'd love for you to share just, is there one or two things that you think that you're doing that's attracting team that maybe you've really got a bit of an aha moment over the last 30, 40 days? Would you up for sharing that? If not, you have to anyway.
Thanks, Adam. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Spot on.
Yeah, we can. Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you. The biggest thing for me was I had a bullshit story going on that was around, can I lead again? There's some people on this call tonight that know that I've come from another company that I was with network marketing for a 10-year period, and I left that company about 3 years ago. And so I had this big story going on in my head that, can I really lead people again? And I just had this terrible story just going on that was holding me back, honestly. Can I really inspire? Can I really make a difference? It comes right back to the Marianne Williamson. Who do we think we are to shine? And we're kind of scared of our light. And that was a really big thing that constantly resonates with me. I've actually got that, in one of my journals that I constantly read because it makes such a difference to me in my life. So firstly, I had to get over that story. I had absolute belief in, obviously, the team, the leadership, the system, the program, the product, but I didn't have that belief in myself when it came to team. I had massive belief in myself sharing the product with other people because of my own health story, of course. But, as soon as I overcome that story, I started to think, and Scotty hit it right on the head last night, that I was just being so selfish because I was making it all about myself, and I was thinking about how many people are missing out on their dreams and goals and freedom in life and contribution because I'm in my own fucking way. That's how I felt. And I literally just got to a point where it's like, I've had a gut full of playing sport small. I really did. So I literally drew a line in the sand. I was coming back from a trip that I had in Yamba with my husband's surfing comp. We were away for a week, and I literally remember just driving to do some property work 3 hours away from this comp, and thinking in the car, I need to reach out to the leaders. And so I reached out to Karina and said, I need someone to hold me accountable. So I'm doing the work to reach out to people. So we started doing that, which we are so blessed to have the leadership that we have, honestly, in Kira and Adam and Scott and Karina. Second to none, honestly. And so that's been amazing. And so that started, and then obviously the High Five Challenge started. And yeah, I just wanted to keep doing what you guys have suggested and not reinvent the wheel, just do the work and really think about what is my just cause, what is my why, and just to keep that bigger picture. And that's why I focused on my vision and my purpose and why I'm here walking on this earth. How can I make a difference? And I believe we can all make a difference together. So we've just got to get out of our own way, get rid of the bullshit up here, and do that 8-inch tumble from our head into our heart. And I just started working from the heart space, and I'm super excited about it.
It's awesome. It's awesome. You're such a rock star, honestly. I said to Scott and Karina, we caught up for a family lunch on Sunday. I'm like, Kathy, she's like destined for 100 Club. I can't, like, she is on fire. It's so amazing. So big congrats, girl. And I think, sometimes like, you made a commitment. You've certainly been very teachable, and you've been in absolute action. And I just want to resonate the high five thing. If you guys don't know what the high five thing is, a few weeks ago, we put out a challenge to the guys that got on training to go for the high five. And I know the guys that have been doing it, I think there's been lots of victories there. One is that, just getting into action and keeping each other accountable. The second is to just get over whatever limiting beliefs and fears that they've got and do it anyway. I know Mel has certainly got some great results with it also. I know Kathy's girl, Pamela, who doesn't always get on here, but she's been doing it also, and she's been getting results also through it. So if you guys don't know what it is, it's just initiating and starting 5 new connections every day. And I say this all the time, it's not vomit plus on 5 people every day. It's like say hello to 5 new people every day. Keep broadening your contacts and your thing. And often people ask you what you're up to. The thing is, Kathy, why has she got so many customers? She's adding value. She's taking an interest in people. And often people are asking you about what is this stuff you're sharing on social media, right, Kath?
Yeah, 100%. And it's just loving on people.
Yeah.
And I love that. That's my highest value. So that's what drives me.
So you're not door knocking, right?
No.
Okay, great. I just want to double check. You never know, like sometimes.
If I could jump in, Adam, I don't know if I see all of Kathy's posts, and I don't know if you see them all, but I look at them all and just give a little like and a wave. But they're always so heart-centered. And just genuine and real. So if she's at the beach watching Mick have a surf, and she'll post that, and she'll post challenging quote cards and beautiful quote cards, and her whole page and postings just resonate with an authenticity of who Kathy is. She's not trying to do Juice Plus. She's not trying to be something she's not. And I think that authenticity really resonates with all the posts. Every post I see of Kathy, I just go, oh yeah, that's Kathy. That's exactly Kathy. Because she's just being her authentic self, and not forcing herself upon anybody, and not pretending and facading, if that kind of makes sense. And I think that's probably what resonates people with Kathy, and what draws draws people to her.
Actually, that's probably one of the biggest things, if I can jump in there, Scotty, and thank you. I really appreciate that, because I remember early days, just doing the scroll hold and looking at other people's posts and thinking, oh man, they're just so awesome. And the verbiage they use, and I really started to play that comparison game. My ego just jumped in there, and that I just literally I stopped doing that, and I thought, I can't be anybody else, and you either love me or you don't, and if you don't, that's your problem, not mine. So we're just going to be ourselves, you know, just be the best ourselves that we possibly can be, and you will attract those people into your life, not what you want, but who you are as a person. So yeah, it's kind of cool.
I love it when Amy Jo writes on your bananas for you.
Oh man, I had to stop it. I had to tell her to stop doing that because they were going all black.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, my bananas.
I love it. And I think it's important across the board. You know, one of the things I know, Adam's seen this more than me, obviously, is that everybody can be successful in this business. And it doesn't matter if you're, you know, a slow burner like Kathy was and you're a slow starter. It doesn't matter if you're, you know, a rock star like Kira and Adam were. It doesn't matter if you're a part-timer like I am. It doesn't matter where you're at. It doesn't matter if you had another full-on business like Shane and Jess and they're on the road, I don't know, 25, 30 weeks in the year in their car, traveling around the country, building their traditional business because that's what their current lifestyle creates. It doesn't matter if you've got a job. It doesn't matter where you're at. I've seen so many people, and again, Adam will have seen hundreds more than me. There's no biography of someone who's successful in this business. It's not a 37-year-old white man who weighs 80 kilograms who's got a job. There's no biography to it. There isn't. There's bloody Lorian, for goodness sake, you know, frontline to Adam's team's club, 100 Club, who, you know, when he came into this business, you know, was not really the brightest chap on the, you know, you wouldn't say he was the brightest chap on the team. But he just was coachable and he followed the system and he took all the action and he grew a lot, and then he got stuck at a plateau, which happens to all of us, just like when you're at the gym or losing weight, you get stuck at a thing, and then he got knocked around a bit and he went to the next level, and here he is making $250,000 a year. He's an ex-bloody gym trainer, for goodness sake. There's no biography, I don't think, and maybe Adam will correct me, but there's no biography to who could be successful in this business. It doesn't matter if you're an old bloke like me and you're 50, if you're a young bird like Kathy, or if you're in between. It's heartfelt, it's coachability, plugging into the system, all those things that Adam just talks about literally every single week, I think. Sorry, Adam, to go on a rant.
No, I love it. I love it. It's so true. And I think the thing, you just got to ask yourself why you're here. I think we underestimate that sometimes, how important it is to continue to remind yourself why you're here. If you're here because you honestly are a raving fan of Scott and you just want to hear more of Scott, then just keep turning up every Tuesday night because he's here most of the time, not all the time, but some of the time. But if you want more than that, if you really want to create this as a vehicle, then get laser focused on what that is and then know what your business needs to look like to do that. And that's what vision is all about. That's what clarity is all about. And then make a decision that you're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. Don't like, hopefully it'll happen or maybe it'll happen, because honestly, I'll save your time, energy, and heartache around that. It won't happen if you do that. You've got to make a decision that I'm going to do it. I'm going to do whatever it takes, and I'm going to do the work. You've got to do the work. And then the thing is, the work becomes so much more simple when you've got purpose and reason. I'm not going to say, I nearly said easy, because it's never going to be easy. If you're looking for the easy road, there's no such thing. You've got to do the work. You've got to turn up. Many of you guys are going to turn up. Kathy's got her cool shades on. I love it. You've got to turn up, but you also got to do the work. When we get off this call, in the next 7 days, you got to do the work. You got to give it a high five and go for it. And then you got to do the follow up and do that. You know, you just never know who's watching you. You never know who's waiting for you to follow up. You know, I got reminded again today. I got on a 3-way call with Lorian's girlfriend. Actually, Lorian's girlfriend's been doing the business for a while, and I'm like, dude, you can't be her coach. You can't help her in the business. Like, I'll help her, right? So she put me in a 3-way message. She just followed the system. And I get on the call and I say to this girl, so how did you find out about Juice Plus? And she goes, I actually found out about it at the beginning of the year. And I said, from who? And she told me, from another one of my frontline team members. Now, she didn't know that person was frontline to me, right? But she said, I found out about that from that person. And I'm like, and when's the last time you heard from them? And they're like, I haven't heard from them since we last spoke, which was at the beginning of the year. And I said, so what, why now? And she said, well, life's different right now. I'm settled where I'm at, and now I'm ready to join. And I said, well, I'm excited. And the thing is that the girl who shared this with her at the beginning of the year has no dibs or tabs on her that's hers. Like, you know, Sarah reached out to her. Sarah created the curiosity. Sarah got her in front of me, and now she's going to join the team. The sad thing is that this other girl who's frontline to me is so desperate to do it, but she hasn't always been teachable. She hasn't always been in action. And when she sees this girl turn up at an event, the experience she's going to get, and the only thing that she can do is look herself in the mirror and say, how can I take responsibility for this? The thing, my fear for you guys is that someone joins this business that totally rocks it, that you know, or that you spoke to, and that you've decided that it wasn't for them. Yeah, it's happened to all of us. It's happened to all of us. You know, I've had people join other teams who I personally know, and they said, I didn't reach out to you because I thought you were just like, you were the guru, like no one could talk to you. And I'm like, really? Oh my goodness. And that was in the early days. So my thing is, guys, if you don't reach out to them, if you don't follow them up and stay in contact, I'm telling you, sooner or later, someone else will. You know, Scott shared so brilliantly last night, but honestly, right now is a window of opportunity. Now's the opportunity. Seize the moment. Seize the moment. Because there are going to be two things that are going to happen. You're like, I really enjoyed Tuesday nights, but nothing really happened. Or you're going to go and you're going to think, and you're going to have this burning thing in the back of your head, wonder what could have happened. You know, some of you guys are going to be so successful at this, it's not funny. Some of you guys are going to create some dreams and aspirations that others are going to watch and just go, my goodness, what an awesome story. Like I've seen, like just to watch Kathy grow in the last 3 to 4 months, I'm like, look at this girl blossom. Like she is like a flower just coming into season. Like she is about to rock this thing. But the thing is, she's continued to push herself and grow and ask herself the questions, and away she goes. And some of you guys are going to watch her and think, what if I could have done that? If I had got myself out of the way and applied this stuff? And some of you guys are going to look at it and go, thank goodness I did too. Thank goodness I got myself in the way. Thank goodness that I applied some of the things that Kathy shared tonight, and I continue to grow and push myself. I'm not saying tomorrow you're going to turn into a rock star. But if you remind yourself why you're here, like how many of you guys would love to be able to pay your parents' mortgage? How many guys, right, just to be a boom, like, you know, to be in that sort of position, it's inspiring. This vehicle has the ability to give you that. But you got to make a choice. Like, I'm going to do this. Not hopefully it'll happen. It won't. If you're waiting for it to happen, save your time. It won't happen. You got to make it. And every single one of you guys, I'm telling you, every single one of you guys have the ability to do it. I would not be on this call with you guys if I didn't believe you guys could do it. But it's up to you. I wish I could drag you there, but I can't. So I don't know. I really want to, it's not about it. The how-to's all there. It's the why you're doing this. Make a decision. And if I could simplify this, like really simplify it, to get to 24 Club, right? If you guys don't know what 24 Club is, it's in 24 people in your organization getting to, I want to do this for those that like pictures, because I like pictures. I just really want to simplify this. This is you, right? To get to 24 Club, this is what my focus would be. Now, if you guys get to 24 Club, it means that you're earning, you know, 4 to 6,000. Oh, is it 4 to 6? No, it's 6 to 8,000 a month, right? 24 Club gets you $6,000 to $8,000 a month, right? A 6-figure income. So to get to 24 Club, you need to find 6 people and help help 6 people find 3 people who actually want to do something, right? That's it. Find 6 people and help them find 3 people that want to do shit, right? That's help them qualify their business. If you can help 6 people get to 3 club, right? 3 club, then that's 24 club. When you can help someone get to 3 club, they're making $800 to $1,000 a month. Once you can help someone get someone to making $800 to $1,000 a month, it's what Gordon Hester calls the golden handcuffs. Once someone's making $800 to $1,000 a month, most people, they now see that it's worth doing a little bit of work. It's worth turning up. It's worth staying in it, because $800 to $1,000 a month for many people is noticeable. It's hard to just give up $12,000 a year. Nah, I don't need that extra 12,000. Like, I'm going to do enough to keep that alive. That's what I know. So if you can help 6 people do that, then you're going to get to 24 club, because, 6 threes, and these guys are all clubs too, that equals 24. And that equals, like I said, 6,000 to 8,000 in my experience a month. What would you guys do with an extra 6,000 to 8,000 a month? What would you do with an extra $80,000 to $100,000 a year in and around what you're already doing? Even if it's just to pay for your mum's mortgage, that would be cool. And have a little bit of change to go on a nice couple of family holidays and still do your job if you really love it. Keep your job and do this in and around it. That's it. But the reality is, to find 6, it's a 1 in 5 ratio. To find your 6, in my experience, it's 1 in 5. Maybe 1 in 4. So if you think of that, 6 times 5 is 30. It's 30 people. You need to introduce the business to 30 people. And out of that 30, the reality is 6 will get to 3 club. And on top of that, some of these guys will take this on bigger and better, right? They'll take it to 50 club and 100 club, and it'll set you free, right? But are you going to find the 30 in the next 12 to 18 months? Or are you going to find the 30 in the next 5 to 10 years? So if you want to find the 30 in the next 12 months and set yourself free in the next 18 months and fast track this thing, this is what the leaders in our business are doing. That's why you're seeing people do stuff in this team that's never been seen before, because this business is a 3 to 5 year plan. Just like Jeffrey Birdie told Scott when he talked to him about this business at the beginning of the year, it's a 5-year plan. But you can certainly condense this thing. I don't know about you guys, but I'm an impatient person. You can certainly condense this thing into 18 months to 2 years if you're prepared to cram that work into 18 months, cram 5 years of work into 18 months to 2 years, if you have the time, energy, and effort to do that. Is it worth it? I reckon. I think it's worth it. But that's the reality for you guys. If you want it, it's there. And therefore, to find your 30, to get to 24, you need to be talking to people. You need to be talking about real shit, like their life, their job, travel, holidays. What are they doing for Christmas? Blah, blah, blah. When's the last time they did? Do you guys like it's all those sort of things. What if you could? What if you could travel? What if you could spend more time at home with your kids? What if you didn't have to work so many hours? What if you didn't have to commute? Have you ever thought about doing that? Do you have any options to do that? What if I did? What if I had an option that could help you spend more time at home with your kids? What if I had an option that could help you travel? What if I might have something you could be interested? Could I send you something? It's those simple questions, guys, that you start to discover there are so many people out there just as crazy as you that want to find a better way. And if you don't, sooner or later, someone else is going to ask them. And so when your neighbor goes and joins someone else, or worse yet, another shitty company, and gets a shitty experience and thinks freaking network marketing and that dream's wrecked for them, don't be disappointed in them that they never came to you. Be disappointed that you never went to them. So on that note, live deliberately.
Trying to be funny, mate.
No, I'm just being in theme with the team.
Well, I think that I would do the extension of that and say, look, life does go fast, and there are windows. And as Adam said, you can spend 5 years building this, or you can spend 18 months doing it. You can spend 18 months getting to 24 club, or you can spend 6 months getting there. It's very simple math and very simple equation. The actual mechanics of this business are very simple, and they're as simple today as they were 20 years ago. It's engage and enroll people in the product, as Kathy's been doing, or engage and enroll people in building the business and then plug them into the system. None of that's complicated. It's not. None of it's hard. But when you've got that why and got that passion and got that reason, it's a game changer. You just have to decide how far you want to dial it up. And waiting for circumstances to change, waiting until the kids finish school, or waiting until you've got more time, or waiting until you've lost some weight, or waiting until there's a better opportunity, or waiting until it's not Christmas time, or waiting until whatever. I've seen my whole life in the industry I'm in, most people spend their life waiting. And I love the sentence that Adam says. You know, if I had a body that was worth tattooing, I'd tattoo it with the sentence, if not this, what? And if not, when now? It's a great sentence. So other than that, I don't really have anything else to add. Adam looks like he's dropped the mic and left the building, which is cool.
He had to go on a call.
He's got another call. I really love what Adam said. I appreciate every single one on the call. I mean, I love having everybody on the call. If there's any way that I can serve you, or Karina can serve you, or Shane can serve you, or Jess can serve you, or Kira can serve you, or Adam can serve you, let's find ways to make it happen. If you watched yesterday's training, you know, I really did talk about a just cause and what your bigger reason is beyond just your why of making that $1,000 a month, which is the first step for everybody. Pay your rent and pay your mortgage and pay for your groceries. Then that next step, which is Kira's just done, which is your just cause, which is pay for your mum's mortgage, which is pretty cool. Gosh, what if there's even bigger reasons beyond that? I know Kathy's got her eye on that. I know Kathy's got her eye on much bigger visions and goals than that. A real big just cause of serving hundreds of people, or serving thousands of people, not just in your team, but just serving people because they deserve it. So we're blessed to be on this team. We're blessed for our leadership with Kira and Adam, and we thank you. We hope you have a magnificent week. Do your high five every day and all the other great stuff. Plug into the great meetings that are during the week with Kira. The daytime meetings are amazing. I was watching a video yesterday from 1992. It was amazing. And all the truths that were true then are true now about building this business. So,
and know that if you were not there originally when the High Five Challenge started, you still can jump on in. We have somebody else who's put their hand up today, and I had a quick chat with him, and he's like, I need some more accountability, and he is coming into this High Five team that we support on Messenger. But he knows that the deal is this: if you want to join, you can, and it's an open ticket to anyone within our team, but you need to do the activity. So if you don't do the activity, you do get booted out. It's a simple system. So if you want accountability, we would love to have you join the High Five community. Put your hand up, and we'll add you in on that Messenger thread.
how do they put their hand up?
They message me, they message Kathy, they message Pam, Vanessa's in there as well, any one of us, and we'll just add you to the group. And then that means your commitment is every day reaching out to 5 people in some shape or form. Could be a direct post with, hey, are you looking for something new? Or could be just the reaching out, liking someone, but it's 5 people every single day.
Done. Thanks, everybody. Have beautiful weeks, and congratulations to Kira.
Woohoo!
Super proud girl.
Amazing.
All right.